Well, Saturday morning, I've already got hay. Had to break into the hay reserves last week. We had snow on the ground for the goats. So I've got that in the back of the truck. I need to go out there, crank the tractor. It's been sitting since before the last polar vortex, so crossing my fingers that battery kicks. Because I'm gonna need it to haul the supplies back and forth to, actually move the electric fence to add about this much more forage space. No, it's gonna be more than that. Probably a week, maybe a week and a half of controlled grazing for the goats. And like I said, get all that done before the polar vortex hits. They're saying we may have snow here again Tuesday. We'll wait and see. Hey, go ahead and smash that thumbs up now because, you may get waylaid. You may be watching a little bit of my video and checking on TikTok, see if it's still working. I don't know if it crashes. I'm pretty safe. I think I'm very confident in saying it's safe to say that I will survive. I will survive the great shutdown of TikTok in 2025. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and we'll just go forward from here. Give me a thumbs up now, just in case you forget, on towards the end of the video. Okay, she set through the first Arctic vortex blast. Let's see what she does. That really surprised me. I didn't know if that battery would do it or not. Now I got to pump up the dad blame front tire that's flat again. Okay, when I first started using this braided wire fencing, I had a few tests, so I had some wire that was shorter than others. So I decided just to braid it, splice it, put it back together. Well, apparently, after looking on YouTube, I had done it wrong. And what I created was what we call in the manufacturing world a cluster. And that's all I'm gonna use is this cluster. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Now, grant you, it was working, but I don't know how well. Now, I just made a splice down here somewhere. What did I do with it? It looks so good, I can't find, oh, here we go. So what I learned is that the metal wires need to make good contact, and with the poly rope, there's a fiber inside this stuff, but sometimes it may not make the best contact. So I don't think I can get much better contact than that. I need to cut those things off there. I got some tape. Oh, and then after you do it, you're supposed to put a knot in it, and that way it doesn't pull on your splice. It's pulling on the wire itself. Onward. Raising kids are hard. Just get one. Just take one out. That's all you gotta do. Just show me how to take one out. Dang it. Back here, trying to get this fence pulled up to make it goat semi-proof. And look what I find. The knife I lost the other day. How about that? Okay. Fence is up. About 2 hours. Oh. Sawbriars. They grow on the gates of hell, I'm quite certain. All right. Oh, note to self. Whenever you're putting up a fence of any kind, make sure your tractor's on the right side of the fence. Funny story about that. Y'all know my uncle was a studio musician in Nashville. Worked with all the big folks up there. He told my dad a story, and of course my dad told it to me later on in life, about Grandpa Jones and String Bean putting up a fence one time. And I'm sure it wasn't a one-strand fence. And there may have been some type of liquids involved. But when they got done, they realized then the old farm Jeep was inside a fence without a gate to get it out of. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds funny. All right, we're fixing to go turn her on, see what happens. Come on. Happy day. Shelby, I know I was rattling this can of clips around to get them to come down here with me because they have been spoiled to the hay. And I couldn't get them to come down here in this. I mean, there's still a little bit of grass in there, and there's a little bit of grass in there, but they're waiting on hay. So, but I got them out here in the lower 40. And I got to go back through them woods just to make sure I looked to try to get all the Nadine out of it. And I'm gonna go look again, but I will show you something that a lot of folks plant as an edging, and it's beautiful. It has blooms on it, and it puts berries off of it. It's called, we call it monkey grass, but I think the correct name is lariat. Look at that lariat growing right there, where the birds drop the seeds, either in their poop or out of their mouth, but they drop the seeds. So needless to say, I'm gonna have some happy goats today. And I figure I got about a week, maybe a week and a half. They're gonna get up here and work on these privets. Anything low, they're gonna consume. And anything green, they're gonna consume. And they'll scrape the bark off those privet trees or bushes too. A lot of people hate privet. I'm not a big fan of it, but it makes some real good honey. My bees love it. So anyway, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna walk through that thicket one more time, make sure I didn't miss any of that Nadine. If I find any, I'll show it to you. That's Nadine right there. It has several names. I'm gonna try to post a picture in here so y'all can see it, but it's called some type of bamboo, but it is poisonous. And even my buddy Craig, who raises grazes goats in residential areas, he said it's not good. So I'm gonna sweep over this one more time. I've gone over it twice. So even if there is something in there, it's gonna be small. And in all actuality, in my opinion, if they have something small to get a little taste of, to find out, yeah, it's good or yeah, it's bad, I think that's the best way of handling that situation. Onward. All right. Don't y'all do nothing stupid. If you do, park a 45 in your brain pan. Well, except for you two. If I did that to y'all two, my wife would divorce me. Oh, and that sheep. Oh, and those two brown ones. Never mind. I'll just put them back in the fence. Okay, weekend's over. It's 7:56. It's 30 degrees. It's 45 degrees when I got this morning, 8 o'clock. It's 30 now. It's been going down all day long. We've already had some flurries, so the vortex is on its way. I appreciate you watching. Give me a thumbs up, Jeff Eubanks. Thank you very much.